Alright, we started? Okay, I guess we're... Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Asshat Podcast on YouTube. Whoa, camera slipped. There we go. What we got here is... And I don't think I've done this. I think I might have showed this like when I got it. I got this last year for Christmas. And maybe the year before. I think it was last year for my aunt who was passed now. This is Horror Movie A Day, HMAD, by Brian W. Collins, forward by Todd Farmer. A horror movie recommendation for every day of the year. And this is one of those... It's a self-published kind of book. I mean, it's Fright Club Publishing, so it's a very small label. Fucker's huge. What was the price? It was not extremely expensive. It was like $20. What this was, this dude had a website where for, at least 5 years, might have been longer, he published a horror movie review every fucking day. So he kind of took some of them, rewrote some of them, grouped them. Like, let me see. January is Asian horror. You get some cool art. I mean, look at the art. The art in there's pretty cool. Get you a little information. Let's say we got Bedeviled. I'm only going to name the ones I really know anything about, which is not going to be a lot. I'm not big on Asian horror. Nightmare Detective. Excuse me, I've heard of them. I don't know why. There's Release Stateside by Dementia. I bet you it was part of the 8 horror. Yeah. I saw The Devil. Heard of it. Never seen it. Charles. With a Z. That sounds pretty cool, actually. Charles. Motherfucker. Commercials. What am I going to play for me next? That works. Zombie Stripper Apocalypse, a.k.a. Big Tit Zombie. I've seen this. And I don't remember there being that much nudity in it, which the title kind of makes you expect it. I don't remember it being really good at all. Not good at all. Okay, Goku Body Snatcher from Hell. This is one I've heard about for years, but I've never actually seen. I want to see it. In 68, it might not be that hard to find, man. Marabito. That's another one. Heard of it, but never seen it. And I like how they do it. They give you like, okay, your movie 22, January 22nd. Marabito, 2004, new year release. Director, Takashi Shimazui. Horror Movie of a Day, review date, March 8th, 2009, and gives you the source DVD. Genre, psychological. Available from Kino Lorber Films. And they give you a synopsis based on a faded memory, review excerpt, reflection, and that's it. It's really cool how he does this shit. I mean, it's a lot more. Even if you've read every one of these on thing, there's a lot more. And I think there's some new ones in here. Like, I want to see this Escape from Vampire Island just because of... I like the synopsis based on faded memory. Some folks are stuck on Vampire Island and decide to escape, probably. Dumplings, which I've not seen this version. I've seen the shortened one that's part of 3 Extremes, 2 in Asia, part 1 over here. It's the Fruit Chan movie about the aborted fetuses made into dumplings and people eat them to stay young. Really fucked up. Like, the sound design in that movie will fuck with your head. They're biting these dumplings, you know, there's like little pieces of bones and shit in there, and you hear crunch. It's like, oh, man. Woo. I don't know if I could see the whole version, because the version I saw was like 45, 50 minutes. It was fairly long. The full version's only like 20-something minutes longer. The guy, too. I've never seen that one. A lot of these I've never heard of. Alright, February is slasher films, and I do like it. Eric Schoenborn does this art. Look at that. That's pretty cool. Got a head there, kind of like, it's like Zippy the Pinhead, killing people. Okay, so, Cold Prey, yeah. Alone in the Dark. Never seen it, heard so much about Nightmare. Oh, I love fucking Nightmare. Code Red. Romano Scavellini. 2012, 26 October, revival screens when he saw it. Synopsis based on a faded memory. An escaped mental patient makes his way back to his childhood home as flashbacks reveal the sort of his murderous rage. They talk about how it's one of the video nasties and all this shit, and you should watch them. I've never seen every video nasty. I've seen a good chunk of them. Amir, Afraid, Mask Maker, I don't do shit. Tourist Trap, great film. February 7th, Veil Full Moon. Synopsis based on a fading memory. A group of friends break down in an out-of-the-way town and stumble upon a creepy tourist spot and its seemingly kindly owner, and then a killer shows up. Like I talked about here, it's kind of intense at times. He manages all that without resorting to gratuitous violence. The film is actually rated PG. It was before the PG-13 existed, obviously, or get that today, but it's still not an R. A lot of films here are unrated because they were independent releases that didn't need to bother going to the MPAA. But if they did, they'd get R ratings. This is one of the only 2, I think, PG films in the book, and yet it's one of the scarier ones you'll find within it. Great film. It's one of those I discovered late at night on, like, my local independent, UHF channel at, like, 2 o'clock in the morning on Saturday, Sunday morning. I'm like, oh, I can't sleep. What the fuck? Ooh, Chuck Connors? And that's what got me to watch it. I was like, ooh, Chuck Connors and Tanya Roberts, I think? Yeah, Tanya Roberts. I had to think for a second. Carver, Bloody Moon. It's a Jess Franco one I wanted to see for years. February's the shortest month. So, my Super Psycho Sweet 16. I've been told by my cousin's son, who was probably 9 or 10 when this came out, watch how good it was. Never seen it. Blood Rage. Thanksgiving horror. I've not got to see this yet, but it's on a bunch of streaming services I got access to now. So. Torso, that's on. I got that on something. Valentine, I really enjoyed Valentine. It didn't do real well. Synopsis based on fading memories. Valentine's Day, and our 4 beautiful heroines find themselves targeted by a guy in a cherub mask. Could it be the nerdy kid they rebuffed 20 years ago? Forgive me not, Red Velvet. Oh God, really? No. Holy shit, Red Velvet by Bruce Dixon. No way watching is going to get the joke, but I'm throwing that shit out there. Destiny McLean, Red Velvet. That's all I'm saying. The Boogeyman by Uli Lamel. That's a good little film that doesn't really talk, because his later shit's horrible. Them super serial killer movies he made, Final Examine, that's a cool one from Scream Factory. The House that Screamed, yeah, I've got it. Downloaded from probably Internet Archive. It says here, Serrador went on to direct one of the all-time great Killer Kid movies, the awesomely named Who Can Kill the Child. Yeah, fuck that movie. I do not like that movie. I actually like the remake better. I'm probably the only person that likes the remake better. Madhouse, is that the... Okay, that's the 81 one. I don't have that. Murder Obsession. No. Severance, Bereavement. Is that the 2? Home Sweet Home. Thanksgiving, Body by Jake. I think. Alright, March is Killer Kids. That's a creepy little drawing. That's a cool little book. Kathy's Curse. You want to feel how horrible a movie is? Go to Cody LL's Cody's blogger reviews or something like that. I'll put a link in the bottom. Cody LL's blog. Read his review of that. The Children. That's the 81. That's the Killer Hub Kids. That's a really cool little film. That's public. I mean, I've talked about it before. The Pit. Never seen it. Orphan. That's what Esther. That is badass. The only bad thing is if you know the twist. I didn't know it when I saw it. And the girl who played Esther, I'm surprised she has not done a lot more. She was in like one of the Hunger Game movies. That's about all I've ever seen her in. Blood on Satan's Claw, great English horror film from it's not Hammer. It's one of the other English UK based ones. It's a Killer Kid movie. Dilettante Style, another Killer Kid movie, of course. Ghost Son by Lamberto Bava. Synopsis based on a fail. It's put out by Xenon, so that's not a great thing. He did it on August 3rd, 2007, the theatrical release. It was released in 2007. Ghost Possession. Okay. Synopsis based on a faded memory. A woman's infant son seems to be possessed by her dead husband. It sounds sillier than it is. Granted, you got to employ some suspension of disbelief, especially in the final act where the baby begins talking and getting aroused, but since it is a Bible film, you should have checked logic at the door anyway. At least the mother isn't saved by a random helicopter crashing through the ceiling. It's Alive, the killer baby movies from the 70s. Those are fun. Those are really fun. 666, The Child. No. Rise of the Dead. No. Eden Lake is really cool. This couple, it's in the UK. They go out like at a quarry to go, and these like hooligan kids just torment the shit out of them. And this is a neat little entry because it tells about how the Dimension Extreme label imported a lot of really good shit. So in the States, it was easy to get a hold of some of this stuff. Sometimes easier to get a hold of in the States than it was in their country of origin. Okay, The Plague, is that okay? That's the James Vanderbeek, Clive Barker. Everybody is like kids all of a sudden go into like a coma thing. The director claims his version got destroyed and Barker like really fucked with it. Grace I've never seen. It's the woman, the pregnant woman feeds her baby blood. Children of the Corn, the remake. Oh wow! I remember enjoying it, but I've only seen it once. Okay, Bloody Birthday for the 23rd. That's the Julie Brown, the singer and comedians, like early film role. Kids born during the eclipse become crazy killers. The Children, 2008. Never seen it. Who Can Kill a Child? Oh, 76. Narciso. Amanda Serrador. He saw it on June 28, 2009 DVD. Killer Kid available from Dark Sky. A pregnant couple gets trapped on an island where only killer kids remain. That's it. It's just really slow. It's a cool concept, and honestly, the way this was done, if this was done, it's like a Masters of Horror, probably the best place to put it, because it'd be about 45 minutes worth. Perfect. Cut it down to 45 minutes and keep it the way it is. It'd be fucking amazing, but it's just so. I felt it's probably only like an hour and 45, maybe 2 hours, but I fucking felt like it was like 3.5. I'm just going, man, I don't even think this movie over. It's one of those where I constantly hitting the info button, see how much longer was left on the DVD. Oh, so glad I didn't buy it. The remake solves it. The remake's really short. It's alive too. It lives again. I've seen all 3 of those shitty movies. Well, they're not shit. They're just. All right, April is Quiet Horror, and this is by Pat with 2 T's Kelly. If you want to know about the music, that's the Browns. The Eclipse, haven't seen it. Baby's Room, 100 Feet. Lake Mungo is one of those like I own, but I've never watched it. It's a ghost mockumentary. Okay. This will be one of those where I haven't seen a lot of these. I'm not a quiet horror person. Yeah. Whew. I haven't heard of a lot of these. The Yellow Wallpaper. That's a neat title. Let's see what the synopsis is. A family moves into a new house and scary things start happening. Well, what seems like a typical genre haunted house flip becomes something more admirable, weird, and unhinged, plus surprisingly kind of sad. Horror movie a day, fun fact. The first film I watched on Netflix instant in 2008 was Graduation Day, a slasher. It's not that great and was given a rather awful transfer. It didn't make me think much of the service, by the end of the site's daily run, I was using it for roughly half the entries. And yeah, I could see it, man. I could easily do a horror movie day with all the fucking one. Shudder, Netflix, Hulu, and then all the other. Well, what else do I pay for? I pay for Amazon Prime. Oh, well, Hotspot's ain't gonna have horror. Yeah, April is not popping up anything off. The Shutter the Room. I know that for some reason. Okay, 67. Warner, David Green. An allegedly cursed woman and her husband return to a mill owned by her family, only to be threatened by a gang of thugs as well as an alleged creature that has been racking up kills on the island. That's not bad. Dark Skies. This is Scott Stewart, 2013. It's a haunted house movie, but instead of a ghost, it's an alien. The Haunting. That's not The Haunting. I'm thinking of The Echo. Man. Devil's Rock. I remember seeing the cover of this. Babysitter Wanted to. Both of these I do want to see. Okay, go to the next song. Okay, Babysitter Wanted, 2008. Jonah Barnes, Michael Manasiri, 2010 is when the guy saw it. Cannibal and Religious. A girl agrees to babysit a kid in an isolated house and things get weird. That's got Bill Moseley. Sounds cool. Sounds kind of like a less slow burn version of was it House of the Devil? House of the Devil. Okay, The Devil's Rock, Peter Campion, 2011 movie reviewed in 2012, Supernatural. A pair of soldiers sent to disarm a German anti-aircraft gun during World War II uncover, you guessed it, Nazi occult stuff. Sounds pretty good. I should have read more. I don't know. It's been quiet. Yeah, this whole Legacies and Armor that I've heard a lot about. Never fucking seen. Okay, mate, batshit crazy horror. This might be a fun month for me. What we got? What we got here? Oh, batshit crazy. Look at that. No, I might do this as two because that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do May and June, then I'll start from there. Okay, Things. This is the worst movie ever. Never heard about it until Robin Bougie covered it in Cinema Sewer. I want to see it. The Manitou. Whew. Our real friend, Dr. Jekyll's Dungeon of Death. James Wood. Not that James Wood, I doubt. Released in 79. Dr. Jekyll stands Hyde, has some dudes fight in his basement for some reason. He's trying to cure his sister of something, maybe. Old Groff, the Mad Mutilator. Terror. My Soul to Take. That's Wes Craven. I don't care about the review. I like this note here. Wes died 2 days after I thought I'd made the final revision to this entry. It's his only movie in the book due to the whole nothing popular rule, pretty much avoiding everything else. There's a silver line to his passing is that people might be more open to seeing this, which turned out to be his last original film. R.I.P. Wes. We'll never have another like you. That was very nice. Very nice. Psychomania. Don't go near the park. Dead Sushi. The Baby. I've seen The Baby, but I don't know. Satan's Little Helper. Boomers. I love the podcast fans to get that. The Mafu Cage. Detention. Okay, I might have this. Detention. It's sound comedic slasher and weird. Okay, Night Train to Terror. I know I have this. 1985. John Carr, Philip Marshak. Anthology weird. Public domain title available through several companies. 3 unrelated films get chopped up and read into an anthology about God and the devil battling over souls while I ride a train listening to a man singing Dancing With Me. Some of those you're just like, oh my god. Antichrist. Never seen it. Killer's Moon, Little Doves, The Unseen, The Sentinel, Night of Death, Dark Floors. Is this the Lodi? Yes, the Lodi film. I've got it. Never seen it. I like this. Director Peter Risky and Alan Smithy. Okay, so you got their name taken off this. Hasu. Seen it, but don't remember shit about it. I just remember being fucked up. It's Japanese 77, like, Ghost House. Ooh. Turner Classic showed it off. The Terror Circus. The Night Evelyn Came Out of the Grave. Public Domain. I've got it. Never watched the entire thing. Night to Dismember. I've got the supposed lost version of this now, and I've never watched this original. John Dazen, another one, Own It. Never watched it. This Not All Possess Your Corpse. That is the second film, Coffin Joe. I've got it and watched it, but don't remember a lot about it. Coffin Joe's Brazilian. One Odd Monster. That's the Killer Penis movie with Ron Jeremy in it. Here we go. Monsters and Monsters in parentheses. And we got Eric Showborn again with the art. This is really cool. Look at that. That's going to be the end of this video. We're going to do a second video for the next one. So this is Monsters and Monsters of Unknown Origins. The title, but, yeah. Jaws of Satan. Day of the Animals. Okay, that Scorpion's got that out. Cool. Q the Winged Serpent. Grizzly Park is one of these I've always wanted to see. The Car. Listen to Grizzly Park. Listen to the synopsis on this. I'm sorry. It's 2008, Tom Skull. 2008 was when he saw it. Predator Sugar Killer. Available for Illumination Film Works. I don't think they're around anymore, but a serial killer kills and impersonates a cop that's taking a group of delinquents to do community service in the woods, and they all run afoul of a bear. That just sounds fun. If I can run afoul of a bear, you know? They threw the ball and bear was found. Bear's pissed about it. Splinter's about to kill a porcupine. Caw. That's the killer bird crow one. Okay, Rogue's an alligator. Hard. I don't like hardware. I remember him saying some of these were never released. Some of these he's got in here. Tentacles from 77. Wow, that's an old one. Orca. That's one I've seen as a kid. I don't think I've ever seen that since then. The Burrowers. Pig Hunt. I've seen this. Some hunters run afoul from rednecks and some giant pigs try to eat both groups. It wasn't good. Okay, indie horrors. Okay, we'll go ahead and end it there. So, horror movie a day. That's the first 6 months. Come back. You'll see the second part. Laters.